Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Gigi's Kitchen. Before getting started, we want to take a moment to thank you all for the continuous support and the much appreciated heartwarming messages and comments. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and push the notification bell to never miss a video. So today we are sharing this easy no-bake Biscoff cheesecake, and for ingredients we need 12 ounces of cream cheese, which is about 250 grams. We also need 260 grams of Biscoff spread, which is about 9 ounces. So the container has about 14 ounces, so we're just going to use 9 ounces and the rest is going to be used to decorate the cheesecake at the end. Next, we have 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, which is about 84.7 grams, and 2/3 of confectionery sugar or powdered sugar, which comes to 65 grams. Here we have 1/8 teaspoons of salt. I'm using kosher salt here as usual. And finally, we have some Biscoff. We're going to be needing about 30 cookies for our crust and to decorate on top. We also need 1 cup of chilled heavy cream that I'm keeping in the fridge to keep cold. The first thing we're going to work on is the crust. I also have the oven warming up at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 162.8 degrees Celsius, because I prefer the crust to be on the toasty side, but you can totally skip this step. As you can see, we have the cookies in the food processor and we're going to pulse them until getting these fine crumbs. And we also have the melted butter that we're going to add to them later. After a couple minutes, we reach the consistency we're looking for, and now it's time to work the butter into the crumbs. And for this step, you can either work it with a spatula to get the butter mixed in there, or you can go in with your hands. It's whatever works best for you. Now that the butter is really well incorporated in there, we're going to take a 1/4 cup and put it to the side because we're going to need it for decorating the cheesecake at the end. And we're going to pour the rest of the crumbs into this tin lined with parchment paper for easy removal at the end. The perfect size to use for this cheesecake is 9 inches tin, but since I couldn't find mine, I'm just using a 10-inch here. Now we're going to spread these crumbs as evenly as possible at the bottom, and you can use a cup or a flat glass just to push it all there and get it all nice and tight. Now we're going to pop this crust in the oven for about 8 minutes at 325 degrees and then get it out and let it cool down completely. Next, we're going to be working on the filling of the cheesecake, and as you can see here, we have that chilled cup of heavy cream. We also have the cream cheese that can be substituted for light ones if you want to cut down on the calories. We also have the Biscoff spread, confectionery sugar, and salt. And one important thing here is we're going to put this bowl in the fridge to get it really chilled because we don't want our mixture to start melting. After getting our heavy cream in this chilled container, we're going to beat it on medium speed until we get stiff peaks. After getting hard peaks on the surface. Now we're going to transfer this whipped heavy cream to another container and keep it in the fridge. And we're going to use the same bowl we were using before. There is no need to wash it. And we're going to incorporate all the other ingredients and mix them until we reach a smooth consistency. Well, after trying to work with the other bowl to avoid doing more dishes, I had to transfer it to a bigger bowl just because there was splatting everywhere. And after beating it for about 5 minutes, this is the consistency we got. And now we're going to start incorporating our whipped heavy cream slowly and folding it inside the mixture to avoid it from collapsing. So we're going to work this part slowly and carefully, 1 scoop at a time. Just be patient and take your time to fold in the heavy whipped cream gently in there because you want to keep that fluffy texture. Just look how fluffy and creamy this mixture is. Now we're just going to put it on top of the crust that has cooled completely. Going to spread it out evenly and put it in the fridge for about 6 hours minimum, or even better, overnight. And after getting as smooth of a surface as we can, now we're going to pop it in the fridge. After our cheesecake has been setting overnight in the fridge, now we're going to take a sharp knife and go around the edges just to release it and take the tin off. Also, we have the rest of the Biscoff spread in the microwave melting, so we can pour it over the top and layer it down flatly and then put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes and finish decorating after that. And from here we can see that really lovely whipped consistency of the base of the cheesecake, and the crust is not super thick since I'm using a bigger tin. So if you'd prefer a thicker one, just use a smaller tin when making it. After melting the rest of the Biscoff spread, that was about 140 grams, which is about 5 ounces, in the microwave for 40 seconds. Now we're going to pour it all over the cheesecake. And to add a personal touch to the cheesecake, we're using some melted white chocolate that we're going to add in dollops all over the surface. And with a toothpick or a skewer, just try to get some streaks all around and make it look nice. And finally, after taking a lot of pictures, now it's time for us to taste this really nice cheesecake. And as you can see, we added those crumbs that we were keeping in the fridge on the surface all around the edges. It's really nice and velvety. The crust is not super thick, but it makes for a perfect bite. If you liked today's video, please like and subscribe for more. Enjoy!